Okay, so let's hear this one more time. Okay, so just looking at this, we see two different accidentals in the same chord. There's only one time we've seen that, right? And that is on a fully diminished chord. It's really the only time you'll see it. So that's what's going on here. What we have here is, let's do our labels. So again, we have a 1, we have a 5, and we're back in the key of C, not a 7 on that 5. And then we have here, we have a diminished chord, but let's see what it is. It's built on an F sharp, A, C, E flat, fully diminished. So what would we call that? We're in the key of C, so F sharp is a raised 4. So if you were being literal, you might call it a raised 4. That's how you'd make a chord on the raised 4 with Roman numerals. Raised 4, fully diminished 7. What? Or something. That would be a literal interpretation of it. But that doesn't make any sense. So let's call it something better. Let's say that diminished 7 chord exists here as a leading tone, right? But it's not a leading tone heading to tonic, because F sharp is our leading tone here, if we're treating it as the root, which we could treat almost actually any of these pitches as the root. But in this case, F sharp is the root, and it's pushing up to G. So this is, again, an of 5 kind of situation here. So we're going to call this a 7, fully diminished 7 of 5. And then, of course, it goes to 5 after that, which is what we have to have, and then 1. Okay? So what we have here is 1, 5, 7 diminished 7 of 5, and then 5, and then 1. So another kind of tonicization. This is a kind of secondary dominant, but this one is a secondary leading tone chord. Okay? Let's hear it one more time. Notice how tonic-like this 5 chord feels, right? You could be pretty happy with the piece ended right there. You could convince me that that's the tonic if you really tried. Until we get back there, that's what I really want to hear as a tonic still, because this is too temporary to be a key change like we've already talked about. So leading tone to 5. There's a couple different ways we can do this leading tone to 5. Let's talk about a couple variations on it next.